this new moon in Gemini is going to be highlighting your 5th house. And your 5th house is the house that is referencing creativity. It's the romance house. It's the house of dating. It's the house of lovers. It's also the house of socializing and, finding your passion and what makes your creative juices flow and going with that, okay? So when the 5th house is highlighted, there may be a lot of social activity going on. There may be a lot of communications with lovers. There may be a lot of dating going on. There's the potential for all of this. There's the potential for getting deeper involved with someone, for expressing yourself sexually, physically, romantically. With the new moon in Gemini ruling your 5th house, there's the potential that there may be one or more partners, multiple partners that you are contemplating becoming involved with, or you may be involved with 2 or more people. This is a very potent time for you in making romantic decisions, making choices where love is concerned. You may decide to play the field for the month of June, okay? And it just may feel right to you, as opposed to settling down with one partner. Or you may make that decision to start a new chapter with one person in your life, okay? Now, the 5th house also rules children. So this is a very fertile time for you, Aquarius. If you are hoping to get pregnant, this may be a time to, to really practice, and, because the 5th house is highlighted here with that new moon. If you are not looking to get pregnant, then you may want to take extra precautions this month, because I said the force is with you in that area of your life. So, make sure that you are ready for something to happen, and if you're not, then be careful. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what your major arcana card is for this month of June. What is the major arcana message for love for Aquarius in the month of June? Major arcana message for Aquarius for love. What is the major arcana message for Aquarius for June 2016? Major arcana message for Aquarius. Okay. Oh, wow, beautiful. The sun. Okay, well, let me just put these together. Well, what can I say? The sun, for me, is probably the best card in the deck. It's right up there with the world and the chariot and the star. But what this indicates is that in the month of June, there's going to be a lot of happiness available to you. There's going to be a true sense of fulfillment possible for you, Aquarius. The sun rules our vitality, our energy, accomplishment, really positive, life-changing and enriching developments in our lives. The sun can indicate travel. It can indicate spending time outdoors, spending time by the beach. So this is a beautiful time for you to get outside, get in the sun, and allow your body to be infused with that solar energy. Wear your sunscreen, of course, but get out there and increase your activity outdoors and in this summer in the northern hemisphere, this summer weather. The sun also indicates activity around children, so there it is, another confirmation that if you are hoping to get pregnant, this may be a very fertile time for you. And if you're not ready for that, then definitely take precautions, take extra precautions, okay? But if you have children already, there may be activities, a lot of activity going on with a child in your life. You may be doing a lot of, end of the school year activities. So, when we talk about love, we're not necessarily just talking about romantic love this month. We're talking about love from those around you, those who you love and who love you, okay? And love can be, very powerful through our families as well as through our romantic partners. Now, again, with the 5th house, that is, a sexual house, that is a romantic house, a physical expression of creativity and love. There may be, you may be having a very romantic time. You may be very sexually active. You and your partner may experience a renewal of your, your sensual life together, or you may decide to take that step with a new partner in your life. So the sun indicates abundance, good health. If you've been having some health issues, you may find in June that those things are corrected. There is some healing, strong healing vibrational energy to you in the month of June. And we think of sex as just the carnal side of life, but understand that this is a side of life that is a very intrinsic part of our health and our well-being, physical, mental, and emotional well-being. So keep that in mind, that if you're not doing anything and you have someone in your life who you feel comfortable with and who you're ready to take that step with, and you are confident about your connection with that person, and there's trust and there's mutual respect and love there, don't hesitate to move to that next level. The sun is a very wonderful card, so I'm happy to see that for you, Aquarius. The last few months have been, perhaps the last year has been a little difficult for my Aquarians, so it's beautiful to see the sun there. Let's go ahead and do a full 5-card reading with the full Lovers Tarot deck and see what else we can find here for Aquarius for messages for the month of June. What is the message for Aquarius for June 2016? Love, abundance, creativity. What is the message for Aquarius for this new moon cycle in June? Messages for Aquarius. All right, we have the 8 of Swords in the recent past. We have the 9 of Cups covering, reversed. We have the 2 of Wands reversed in the near future. We have the 9 of Wands in the obstacles area. And we have the Queen of Cups in the outcome, in the reversal. And at the base of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups reversed. Okay, so, I always like to see the 5 of Cups reversed come up, because what that really indicates for me is that you may have been experiencing some difficulties in the last, in the recent months. And, exactly what I said, there's been some, some very stressful, very trying aspects going on and messages I've been getting for Aquarius. So this is really a welcome sign to see the sun and to see the 5 of Cups reversed. 5 of Cups in the right side, right side up position, usually talks about having experienced some heartbreak, some sadness in love. The 5 of Cups talks about the possibility of estrangements in the past, separations, disappointments in love. And so, when I see the 5 of Cups in the reversal, we're talking about you coming out of that kind of situation, coming out of that period, and possibly the renewal of a relationship, or, moving away from what was difficult, what was hurting you, moving away from emotional disappointment into new and beautiful possibilities, okay? Now, whether that's with a current partner, it's very possible, or it could be someone new coming into your life. But really, you allowing those, those upsets and the difficulties that you were experiencing in relation to love to really kind of, leave those things in the past and make a resolution to now move forward with hope and with a positive, optimistic outlook where your love is concerned, okay? And so definitely with the Five of Cups and the Sun, Five of Cups reversed and the Sun there, very positive omen, positive sign that this month is ripe for new beginnings and, and welcome positive changes for you in that area. So, here's the Eight of Swords in the recent past, and definitely the energy that I was just speaking about really feeling like you have been, either trapped in a situation or just unable to make any progress or make any moves. And, the Eight of Swords is a card that represents feeling trapped, where you are not necessarily, trapped in a situation. You can at any time free yourself. You can release yourself from these swords, but you may not see that, or you may not want to see it. So the Eight of Swords really can represent self-imposed prisons, especially on a mental level, where if you just make a change, a transition to your thinking, you will see things from a much clearer, more liberating perspective. So you may have been involved in a situation where you were unable to make progress with a partner. There may have been circumstances that were limiting your ability to grow and to progress with someone, and it might have brought you a lot of stress. With the Eight of Swords, if we think about the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the person on the card is blindfolded and is standing within a ring of swords, but they're spaced very far apart. So if this person simply, pulls the blindfold off of their eyes, they can see that at any moment they can step through this barrier, this false barrier of swords, and free themselves from a stressful, difficult situation. So, I feel that what may have happened is that you have come to that realization finally that either you need to move forward with something, move away from something. That's the eight. Eights talk about moving to another level. And so you may have decided to release yourself from this involvement and move now to a new understanding of what you need in your life and what is going to fulfill you. Now, the Nine of Cups is reversed on you right now, which says, you are gaining a new understanding. You're gaining a new enlightenment about what your needs are. Now, the cups are still reversed, so there can be a sense, I feel, for many of you who are potentially in a relationship, it has all of the trappings of success, okay? The house, the car, the picket fence, the bank account, from the outside, things look like they are good. But really, for you personally, there is a lack of fulfillment. Something is missing, okay? So you have the Nine of Cups, but they're reversed. They're upside down. So they are empty, for some reason. Nine of Cups is usually the wish come true card. So when it is in the reversal, there sometimes is a sense of disillusionment with the wish that you had come true. It's the adage of, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. So this may have happened. You may have gotten into, the relationship or had a wish come true in the romantic area, but now you're asking yourself, okay, is this all that there is? Or, it seems like it's good, but there's something missing that is, needed to fulfill you on a deep level. Now, if you'll notice here, there's a progression from the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Cups. So very possible that it is only a matter of your perspective on your individual situation right now. The Eight of Swords, again, talks about what we perceived to be an imposed prison, but that if we change our viewpoint and we look at not at the swords but at the openings, at the possibilities, at the where we can be liberated and where we can be free, more of looking at the glass half full than half empty, then you can make adjustments and know that sometimes restrictions or limitations or obstacles are there so that we can determine whether something is worth fighting for or whether it is worth investing time and energy in. Okay, so you, again, talking out perspective. Now the Nine of Cups is a similar energy, saying your wish has come true. You know, what you've hoped for, what you've dreamed of has come true. However, there are still the seeds in there of perhaps you not seeing this and not realizing this. Okay, so you're definitely, this month you have the Sun and you have that Five of Cups, a renewal here, and things being infused with that solar vitality and energy. Know that whatever you have perceived as lacking, that really there may be a need for you to look at it from a different perspective, to see that what you have is really what you want. However, there just may be circumstances that are either delaying, the ultimate fulfillment of that dream, or that it is only your perception that is seeing things from a negative standpoint where things should be really positive in your mind, in reality, okay? Now, the Two of Wands reverse, similar energy in the near future, talking about this month a partnership where the seeds of beginnings and the seeds of a fruitful relationship have already been sown. However, there is some kind of instability. Now, with these positive cards here, it doesn't indicate anything that is serious enough to necessarily jeopardize that relationship. So if you met someone and there was a spark, a new beginning, you're early in the relationship, know that the potential for expansion and growth in this partnership is possible. However, there may be extenuating circumstances. There may be some obstacles there that are not going to allow it to progress as quickly as you want it to. There may be, starts and stops. It may be kind of an on and off situation, and part of that may be, or as a result of your indecision or your wavering regarding this relationship, okay? So you need to, again, take a look at what you have and see it with very clear eyes, see it from a clear perspective, because you have the potential for a viable partnership, but there may be, you may be seeing it on the negative side because you want to jump in and you want things to be exactly the way you want them to be right now, and Spirit is saying, well, you've got something there, but you have to let it grow. You have to let it progress. You have to let circumstances fix themselves so that you can move forward with this Two of Wands energy right side up. Okay, so don't, the message here is don't throw the baby out with the bathwater this month. If you have something that is, that feels good and that you have a mutuality between two people on an emotional level, don't be distracted by petty circumstances, look to the root of what you have and determine if it is something that is worth holding on to, then it is something that is worth waiting for. Okay? And the Two of Wands is, that Wands is that passionate fire energy. So there is, a lot of vitality, a lot of passion potential in this relationship, but you are going to have to let it progress at its own pace. Now, the obstacles card, there's that Nine of Wands, exactly the energy that I'm talking about here, where you're feeling, like you need to push and you need to hold your ground and you need to, get things going, and, you're stressing about, well, is this going to happen? Are we going to move forward? Am I going to, is this the one? Is this situation going to last? Well, that's a lot of stress that you may be putting on yourself, on someone else, and on the relationship. So, Nine of Wands energy says if you stay in for the long haul, for the long game, if you allow your perspective to, to be long range as opposed to immediate, then you are going to come out the victor here. You're going to come out successful. The Nine of Wands, is someone who builds up a stronghold, against the world or against assault. So know that this relationship may be something that has the potential to endure regardless of what's going on in your world or that other person's world. It is something that can have strong roots, a strong hold, and can withstand, tests of, of the outer world, of external influences trying to affect it. It is a matter of recognizing that what you have is strong, but you have to see it from the perspective of protecting it as opposed to fighting. Okay, so this is a protection card. So in the obstacles area, it says, you need to see this as something that you want to build up a stronghold to protect, not something that you need to aggressively, act aggressively and impulsively about. Now, with the Queen of Cups reversed in the outcome here, again, the Queen of Cups is, if we read this as your energy on an emotional level, there is a need to balance your emotions. Okay, this is the Love Queen. So when she's right side up, she's flowing, she's intuitive, her heart is pouring out. She's offering her cup of love. She's very serious about her emotional nature. She's focused. She's very empathetic and understands the promptings of her heart, and she is generous and warm and loving with her love cup. Now, when the Queen of Cups is reversed, there are blockages there. There may be emotional instability. So there may be a need for you to gain control of your emotions in order to take advantage of these very positive and energetic potentials for this month. Now, the Queen of Cups can also indicate a water sign energy in your life, which can be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And it's very possible that what you are dealing with that is throwing you off about this relationship maybe as a result of instability on this person's account. Now, looking at the cards here, I'm not seeing anything that would indicate that this person does not care for you, or that there are other things or other people in this person's life that they are distracted by, or that there is anything deceitful or undercover going on. No, what I feel is that this is a person who may be indecisive, or who may have been hurt very recently, and they are still healing. They're still trying to gain their balance emotionally. And so all of these cards indicating giving something time, the Two of Wands reversed, the Nine of Cups saying you have what you wished for, but you still feeling that sense of, that niggling sense of something missing. Well, it may be because this person who is a potential of a very loving and devoted partner may still be needing to get their situation together, and that you need to give them time to do that. Okay, so they are coming up as the loving queen. Now again, this is male or female. We're not talking about gender here. We're talking about energy. But they, for some reason, their cup has been emptied, and there's a need for them to fill that cup again. So you may need to give them time to do that. Now, I just want to pull one more card here as a clarifier on this Queen of Cups. And yeah, the Nine of Swords. So they've been through something, or they are going through something right now that is causing them a great deal of worry, of emotional strain, of stress, sleepless nights. There is something going on in this person's life that they are dealing with, and that they may not be expressing to you, that they are keeping to themselves because they don't want to seem weak. They don't want to, they don't want to give you the impression that they don't have it together. But there is, something on their mind that's keeping them up at night, that's worrying them. And so it may be with this new moon in Gemini in your 5th house. This Gemini energy is communication energy. So this is a beautiful time for you to sit down and have a conversation, a gentle conversation with someone in your life to find out where they are, or to just offer your a shoulder, to offer understanding, to offer empathy to this person if you really care about them, and see where you can help them and where you can be a supportive energy. Now, Nine of Swords can often talk about depression. So you may have someone who is dealing with depression, or who is dealing with emotional state that has, it's something that's been going on for a while. I don't feel that this is something that has recently happened. They may have experienced a loss, or they may be experiencing a loss in their lives. And so they are trying to recover from that trauma. Make sure that you're giving this person time to heal, to get their energy back in a healthy way, and know that the sun is here. So the sun is giving you strength. The sun is giving you energy. The sun is giving you healing power this month. So use that healing power that you have very wisely, and allow that to be a gentle, subtle, supportive influence in your situation, whether this is with a current partner, or whether this is with someone new in your life, okay? Really positive energy here that you have to kind of allow yourself, I'm getting a vision of the Hanged Man, and it's that Hanged Man energy perhaps, where you need to turn things upside down in order to see things clearly. You're kind of in a moment of suspension here, but there is a beautiful energy around you to pull from. Allow, the aspects that I spoke about in the introduction to the videos, with this T-square. Yes, there are obstacles. There are things that you're up against that are delaying progress, that are putting kind of some mountains in front of you that need to be overcome. But the sun says that you are going to be successful. The force is with you. New beginnings are available with the Five of Cups reversed, and it is just a matter of knowing that your wish has come true. But everything, we have to see things from a practical, not pie in the sky perspective. You know, allow yourself to see through the illusion, even if the illusion is one of obstacles. Perhaps the obstacles here are illusions for you, and that what you feel is real, but you have to be able to see clearly and know what is substantial, you know, what it is that, you know, touches your heart, you know, plays your heartstrings, and be able to see it from a perspective where you are being protective as opposed to feeling under pressure or allowing yourself to see the you know, the difficulties and not the blessings here. All right, so I do hope that this message has resonated for you. What I'm going to do is pull one card here from the Tao Oracle in order to just gain a conclusion to the reading here, and find out what the message is for you for this month of June 2016. What is the message from the Oracle, the spiritual message this month on this reading for June 2016? What is the message? All right, well, I have a card that's peeking out here. Okay. So the card that I've received here is the number 47. Now, interesting to get this card because it is the same energy that we're talking about here with the Eight of Swords. It is the card that indicates oppression. So, but what I'm feeling here is that this energy that you may be feeling, this Eight of Swords energy that you are coming out of, it is something is trying to be illuminated for you. Okay, where you've been feeling restricted. You may be feeling exhausted at this point. That Nine of Wands energy, same thing, exhaustion. The depression card here, the Nine of Swords coming up, feeling like your resources are depleted, feeling cut off from someone, or perhaps that you are, being punished emotionally. And here's that word, confinement, Eight of Swords, same energy. So this is a need for you to look at very closely what you are, what you are feeling and what the truth is in your life. Know that you have the energy to release yourself from whatever darkness is that you have been experiencing. And look at this beautiful, card here. Even with the darkness that is around this figure, they are infused and imbued and surrounded with a white light of protection. So know that you are under protection here, okay? And that look how the figure is holding their hands, perhaps in a prayerful manner, but also it seems like the light is emanating from their hands. So this card indicates that it is within your hands to change your energy, to change circumstances, to see things or create new a new situation from what is only your perception of darkness here. And that if you have been experiencing difficulties, restrictions, a sense of isolation or confinement, you have the power within your hands to release yourself from this at any moment and to let your life be informed and, be enriched with this solar energy. Okay, beautiful, beautiful messages here. And again, as I said, the last few months you've been getting some difficult readings and a lot of trying aspects for you, but when I feel that you are coming out of it, and this solar force of new beginnings is with you. The number 47, which is the oppression card here, comes adds up to the number 11. 11 is a master number. 11, 22, those are master builder numbers. So there is a lot of power in those, in that numerical symbol for you to make changes in the foundation of your life. But you have to realize that that power is in your hands, and it much connected to your perspective. I keep getting that message. Your perspective and your perception of the situation that you're in. All right, so thank you so much for liking and sharing and subscribing to my channel, liking and sharing my videos. I do appreciate all of my subscribers, and those of you who have, you're watching for the first time. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. I do hope that you will stick with my channel and subscribe, so that you will, get first notification when I put up new videos. If you would like more of a personal reading on your particular situation, or in an astrological reading on where this T-square and this solar Gemini energy is showing up in your personal chart, please contact me at my website. I'd be happy to do a reading for you. I will be back at the full moon on June 20th. I'll be putting readings up for that full moon energy to kind of check in and do a tune-up and find out where we are this month of June. And, with the full moons, we are deciding what to keep in our lives and what to release. And that's going to be a good time to release anything that's holding you back. So I'll see you then around June 20th. Thank you again. I appreciate your presence in my life, and I hope that I've been a positive influence for you. I wish you all good things, love and peace and joy. And as always, I bid you namaste.